What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Creeping Tide. Once again, big shout out to Ben. Also, as I've mentioned in the reaction so far, a notable acid techno producer, psytrance producer. Big fan of his tunes in both of those idioms. And when Chris Liberator indicated to me that Ben was making punk rock, it was like, oh wait, what? And I've mentioned before, one of the things that drew me to acid techno all those years back was it felt like the acid or the punk rock of the rave world. So when I discovered that genre and I had already been going to some punk shows, it was like, man, this feels like, acid techno is basically punk rock. So there are two genres that I've long associated. So again, when I found out that Ben was making punk rock, I was very excited. So shout out to Ben for making the material available. We're going to continue to go through his first album, though I did mention, I think last time, that there's a new album that we can go through eventually as well, so looking forward to that. My cat is being very ridiculous at the moment. In any case, the next tune is called Bridge Too Far, which as an expression typically means when you try to overextend, you're trying to do a little bit too much, you're trying to carry something a little bit too far, and ultimately that can lead to you falling away, and it can lead to whatever you had or whatever was developing, falling to the point of no return. So I do wonder what Bridge Too Far might be in this context. I would imagine it'll play off the sort of, colloquial expression to some extent, but I imagine there may be, political or social or cultural underpinnings. Either way, let's actually find out. This is the Creeping Tide, aka Ben Fraser, and the track is Bridge Too Far. Has like a Gaelic feel to that guitar. Like a Celtic feel, I should say. I like how the vocals are like off in space. That was amazing. Like I said, that second guitar line, I could hear it like embedded in the rest of the Sonics, which had, again, this old school late 70s sort of punk sound. But it was like, man, that kind of sounds like a Celtic musical strain. And then at the end there, where it was isolated, I felt like it really did come across that way. So shout out to the composition. Didn't catch all the lines, but it does sound like we're talking about extending too far to the point where there's definitely going to be a fall. So again, I'll have to re-listen. Punk rock is always like that for me. Like, oftentimes it's very fast, and generally speaking, even for groups that I know for a long time, and for who the lead singer's voice, I've been hearing it for decades. Something like Bad Religion. Even then, when I listen to a new song from them, it's like, oh, I gotta listen. I didn't catch that verse, whatever. So, I will continue to listen. Shout out to Ben once again, though. Not only does it have that feel in the sonics, but your vocals like really sort of hit that style too. It just has that like old school, like punk for the ethos, not punk for the poster sort of sound. So yeah, big shout out to that. Looking forward to the rest of the album, and as I said, there's another one to go beyond that. So yeah, top tune. Shout out to Ben. Let me know what you think. I will see you next time. Peace.